Hello, Habibi Brothers. Just wanted to give you an idea of what it was like to drive through an actual American middle class neighborhood, not some of these rich ones you guys have been looking at. But still pretty nice, but this is what you consider, I guess, a business type corridor. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. This right here is a movie theater. See it right there. And then up here we got a bunch of restaurants, and we got LA Fitness, which is a big gym. LA Fitness right there. Really nice gym. Then over here we have Wingstop, which is chicken wings, and we have Smoothie King, which is smoothies. Some different stuff like that. Across the street, that is Giant Eagle Market District. That is one of the bigger grocery stores, I guess, in the area outside of Walmart and Acme, which is another one I shop at quite a bit. But up here, we have a pet store. We have BurgerFi, which is a burger restaurant up here. And over here we have GNC, which is a supplement, bodybuilding type place. Aladdin's Eatery, which actually has halal food. It actually has really good food. And then over here, we have some Chinese restaurant, got Chipotle. This over here is a big old gas station called Get Go. They also have really good food. We're gonna turn down the main corridor here. Over here we have a Burger King, which is a fast food restaurant, and an Arby's. Here's another look at the Giant Eagle Market District. You got quite a few fast food restaurants on this street. This is what I guess you would call a business corridor also. There's an Arby's, which is a fast food restaurant. There's a Walgreens, which is a pharmacy, which also has groceries in it. We have Taco Bell. Come up here on the right, we got a couple really good pizza places over here on the left. There's not much happening right here, just a little dead space between restaurants, I guess. Really good Mexican restaurant called El Papa's right there. Bunch of little Village Garden restaurant, that's really good. Asian market, a lot of Asian food. Up here we have a little Mexican place called Holy Frutas. And here's the other grocery store I stop at every once in a while to shop. It's Acme Fresh Market. There's a Walmart on the other side of town. But yeah, well, Acme's a pretty nice market. A lot of stuff. One of my favorite restaurants up here is Arthur Treacher's, which is a fish and chips place. It's the English style fish and chips. You have McDonald's. And you have a KFC, which is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Dunkin' Donuts. A bunch of little stores. Little Caesar's Pizza, which is over there. Donato's Pizza, which is right there, which is really good. Another gas station. $3.09 a gallon. I don't know how much that is a liter, but this street here is kind of the main drag of my little town here. It's called Broad Boulevard. I'm coming out on 20th Street, 21st Street in Broad, which is right there. And we're gonna be going down Broad. It's kind of a nice little scenic street. Hello, Habibi Brothers. This is Todd or TK Mars, if you know me. I live in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, and I just want to give you a ride through a normal middle-class neighborhood. Not some of these rich things you've been looking at. There are some nice areas in my town, definitely. $1 million houses and all that, but average house price is probably about $150,000 to $250,000. And the street's beautiful. In the summertime, closer to the 4th of July, they line the street with American flags. Pretty cool. Also live about 5 miles from a national park called Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And it's absolutely beautiful. Waterfalls and the whole 9 yards. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little view of my little ride to my house every day, home from work. I know you guys like green. Well, my city is called Tree City, USA, so there is trees everywhere. Then more or less, once you hit, the streets go descending order from 20th Street down, like there's 7th Street, 6th Street, on down to when you hit 2nd Street, you're kind of in downtown. There's a gym, YMCA. Then we get into city center here, which the Cuyahoga River runs right through my city. They're doing some repairs on the bridge area up here, so you can't really get past the Route 8 bridge up here. This here is the Cuyahoga River, which runs off to the straight ahead of us here, runs across this street that we're underneath this street. Turning into, here's where my city center is. They have an ice skating rink in the winter. In the summertime, they have a splash area. A lot of little shops and stuff like that down through here. Pretty cool little area. Take family and friends, and a lot of good restaurants. This is Portage Trail Street, one of the another main streets in my city. And we're going to go through here, down through this area, which again is just nothing but restaurants. There's this place called The Works here, which is a really cool place with arcade games and stuff like that. It's really good for kids. And we have Leo's Italian Social over here, which is a really good Italian restaurant. And then up here, kind of the end of Front Street, as they call it. We're going to take a right-hand turn. This is a little area that goes along down by the river. A couple nice restaurants and shops down this area. Follow a UPS delivery truck. There's the Cuyahoga River right down there. Got the ducks, geese actually. There's the backside of Leo's Italian. Another place over here called the Burntwood Tavern, which is a really, really good restaurant, kind of expensive. $30 a plate, I'd say. That's right there. Let me come up here. This is an area where you can actually get out of your car. This is the river. Runs right through my city. The Cuyahoga River, it's called. People come kayaking down here all the time. It's just pretty nice rapids through this area. And it goes on down underneath that street we were on before. This road runs all along the river. This area above me here is an amphitheater and a area where they have on Fridays and weekends they have festivals, and Irish festival, Italian festival, all that kind of stuff. It's directly above me. Now that's the Sheraton Hotel. Pretty nice hotel in the area. This street is called Portage Trail. It's another one of the main streets in my town. There's Marco's Pizza, which is one of my favorite pizza places. And you come up here and just a bunch of businesses and typical some little restaurants, pizza joints, stuff like that. There's a Smile Center, dentist, lawyers, of course. There's lawyers all over the place. A store called Discount Drug Mart. A pretty affordable type little shop to buy groceries and stuff like that. It is over there. And then here's the Dairy Queen, which is ice cream and sundaes and all kinds of stuff that makes you fat. Little music store. Vacuum repair shop. All kinds of little shops. There's my favorite pizza place in the world is up here. My favorite pizza place in town is called Rocco's Pizza. There's a couple of them actually. Really, really good pizza. Then we have a couple small doctor's offices, dentist offices, stuff like that. We're building a brand new high school, grades 8 through 12, which is about 13 through 17, 18. And it's right here. It's going to be quite big. Graduate about 600-700 kids in the graduating class, each class. So there's probably about 2,000 kids at the school total. Building the football field and the soccer field for the high school bleachers and everything. It's going on pretty nice. Alright guys, I'm taking us down towards the national park, which is called Cuyahoga Valley National Park. It's called Cuyahoga Valley because it's in a valley that's pretty long. The Cuyahoga River runs right through the Cuyahoga Valley. Supposedly a million some years ago, it was an iceberg that created this whole thing, but this is one of the coolest drives in my area. You're leaving my city, well, you're actually still in my city, but you're heading towards the national park. Got a little red light here. Pretty rural area out here. There are some houses and nice apartment complexes and stuff like that, but a lot of land. Actually, this is where I hit a deer about 25 years ago. Crossing the street here is our gas is $2.99 a gallon right now, $2.89 a gallon. Now we're entering a city called Akron, home of LeBron James. Actually, if we get a chance, we'll drive over by his house if you want to see a nice house. But this is where it gets really cool. This is where we go down the hill. As soon as we go up this little hill, we go down the hill and in the valley. But this original view of the valley is pretty impressive, especially in the fall when all the leaves change. But right now, it is very, very green. I know you guys always talk about the green. Well, you're about to see some green. Actually, when I moved out from my parents, this is the very first place I moved, right here, Timber Top Apartments, which is back in here. But there is the valley. We're heading down into the valley now. You can see the other side of the valley way over there. Now this is right at the beginning of a national park. There's several national parks in this country. We're fortunate enough to have one right here by us. You can see the green trees up on the other side of the valley. And just a really fun place, a lot of recreational stuff, kayaking, biking, walking, running, a lot of gyms, stuff like that down in this area. This is called the, actually it's called the Cuyahoga Valley Recreational Area, this specific area down here. But that's the valley. A little construction going on here. We're gonna turn around and head back home. Now I'm coming back up out of the valley, and it's a pretty cool drive through here. A lot of nature. My town, Cuyahoga Falls, has probably about 50,000 residents. We're a suburb of Akron, which is we're entering right now. Akron is the 4th biggest city in Ohio. Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Akron, Dayton, Toledo. Yeah, we're 4th. So we're a suburb of the 4th biggest city in Ohio. But I absolutely love living here. A lot of my friends moved away once they graduated from college and stuff. But I to some of the hot spots that all you YouTubers like, the Texas and Florida and California. I personally like the slow life of Northeast Ohio. It's you get everything you need, plus you don't have the hustle and bustle of the big city, which I love. A lot of community, a lot of neighbors, a lot of good stuff like that, which I know you guys love. Awesome. We have festivals all the time where communities gather with their kids, and good food, beverages, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm not a big drinker myself, so I don't partake in that, but it is there. People do have a lot of fun with it, and I'll leave that at that. But turning left here, boy, my car needs a tune-up, I think. Turning left here is a really cool street that takes you up into my neighborhood, actually. So this is, again, like I said, there's trees everywhere in my city. A lot of the houses are actually hidden because of the trees. I love watching your guys' videos, by the way. Just makes me really appreciate where I live when I hear you guys talk it up so much. I really hope you guys can come here someday. I will personally drive you through this neighborhood if you guys would like. I would love to show you around. So, I'm getting kind of back and more into a city type area where there's more houses and stuff like that. We're leaving the park. The national park is really cool. I don't have time to take you on a tour of that because I've lived here for 57 years and I've probably covered about 20% of the park myself. And I go there a lot. It's huge. It's about 25 miles long and about 10 miles wide. This takes us right back up to the road called State Road, which I'm on somewhere in this video showing you the restaurants and stuff like that, but heading home. We're gonna order at one of my favorite restaurants. It's a fast food restaurant called Arby's. I know you guys like to see the prices. I'll show you the price.
Thank you for choosing Arby's. I'll be with you in just a moment.
I'm gonna get the $7 gyro meal.
Hi, what can I place an order, please?
Yeah, I'd like the $7 gyro meal with no lettuce and tomato.
Did you want the onion?
Yes, please.
And did you want curly or crinkle?
Crinkle fries. Can I get some Can I get some ketchup?
Yeah.
And I want a Sprite to drink.
I got to take your order.
That's it.
718 at top of the window.
Thank you. Other fun fact, my city has this thing which has been here since the 70s. A guy was going to build a restaurant on top of this that rotated and looked over the valley, but he ran out of money and this sits here now.